It's Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time it is of the Transformers Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. So here you are. Alright, so just go over the box. Box is, fairly simple. It's just, like a square. You get some nice artwork of Optimus Prime in the corner here, though. You get Transformers Leader Class and then the number of the figure. And on the back you get a picture of the robot, his vehicle mode, the other Leader Class figure, which is Grimlock, and a little bio as well as his accessories. It says changes in 20 steps, so yeah. So here you go. So I wasn't sure about getting this, because I did have the first Leader Class Optimus Prime that was like an Amazon exclusive. I had that one, I obviously reviewed it, and I was pretty happy with that one, so I didn't know if I really needed this one because it didn't look very good in my opinion, but I really did just kind of want to get it to complete the Age of Extinction toy line, so that is one of the main reasons I bought it, and I was able to get 15% off though, so happy I didn't have to pay for retail. But here it is. So as you can see, he does turn into his Western Star truck. Very cool. It's, a really nice looking truck actually. Really do like it. What I do love about this vehicle mode is the chrome is used in a really tasteful sense, as like it's done where it is perfect. I think the front end being the chrome looks great up here, just on the hood, just very small. You get these tanks on the side that are like that, and then the hoses up there. Just the chrome is done where it's done is really great in robot mode or in car mode, and I have to say looks good. The back, of course, this is all hollow. From the side, it's not a problem at all. And I really like that it's not like hollow in here or you can't see robot parts. It's very well done. Really do like that. The robot parts are very well hidden in this transformation mode. Even from the bottom, you really can't see too much. And overall, that's very nice. Do love of course the red and blue colors on this car. Get some really nice flames on there. The yellow tinted windows look great, and it almost looks like seats are in there, It doesn't necessarily look like car parts are in there. Look at it, that looks like a seat, So it's really cool. From the car mode, I have to say that this is perfect. It's beautiful, well painted, love where the chrome is. The windows are really nice. The only thing that kind of bothers me, but it's just such a slight thing, it's just that the front of this car is like over the windows, which, I don't think is, accurate, but it's something that I shouldn't even notice, let alone have it bother me, but it does kind of bother me. It's not a big deal though, but it's fine, and overall he looks great. Here's the Autobot symbol right up here. Just this car mode is great, and then you do have the Western Star logo right there. The only thing that I like about the Amazon one that was better than this in car mode is that the Western Star logos on it were chromed out too, and I think that looked really nice. And you do get Autobot symbols in all of the hubcaps of the tires. The tires do seem to be more like a rubberish, like the first edition, the Amazon exclusive one. And overall, I think that this is a beautiful truck mode. Really have no problems with it, and it looks great. If you want to know kind of what it is in scale with the Autobot team, which is Hound, Crosshairs, Drift, and Bumblebee, when they're in their car mode, he looks great with them. He's in perfect scale, I think. I think that Hound's a little too small, but that's not Optimus Prime's fault, that's Hound's fault. But overall, he just looks perfect with them. It's when you get into robot mode that he becomes too big to kind of fit in with them, but overall, he does look really great in this robot mode, and it rolls fantastic. I don't think I have a complaint about this car in robot mode, really. At all. I mean, a couple minor things I mentioned, but nothing bad in the slightest. So yeah. Alright, so now to start off transformation, what you're going to want to do is kind of just put your finger back here and just kind of lift this up and lift that up, just like that. Quite easy. Just take these, move them down, take these, move them down. And transformation, that's something that's really easy. Just I've just been watching some Netflix, and I have this guy just on my desk, and I just transform him while I'm watching stuff because it's just, fun, easy thing to do. Yeah, but then this will kind of untab because they're not really tabbed in there too well, but they stay in fine during robot mode. But yeah. Move that in, you just push this up. Here's one thing that I just do not understand, and it just bothers me for some reason. Why is this pin sideways? Why did they design this whole thing sideways? If there's an actual reason for it, let me know, but I have seen nothing that explains why this is sideways and why this isn't just straight. It's such an odd thing, but it's just so annoying to me. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So you just, you know, keep this up. With the arms over here, just swing these out. With the arms, just move them up, swing them back, and then just straighten them out, obviously, to get them to be facing forward. They don't lock in anywhere. They just, you know, kind of go back there. They do kind of pop in place, but nothing too serious. Same thing with this. Pop them in place, and there you go. And then what you're going to want to do is just move the legs down, of course, which is his truck. Just move his little samurai piece kind of down like this. Oh, sorry, before you do that, rotate the entire leg section. Keep them up, there we go. And then you can push this down. And then with the whole thing, you just split it right in half. Very simple. You want to take this, just move them up, just like that. And then what's kind of neat is that, like, when you move this, what's going to happen is this little piece is down like that, but it just kind of rotates up to kind of fill in that little gap there. Thought that was a simple but pretty cool thing to do. Then you just rotate it all the way. You just move out this foot, and then just rotate this chrome front piece section just down like that. Same thing on the other side here. Oh, and then you're going to want to rotate the tire as well. So pretty simple transformation. I really do like it. Rotate this. Just like that. Bada bing. And here you go. It would have been kind of nice if there was some kind of peg to kind of peg in this chrome piece, but it's not that big of a deal. And if there was like a peg, then it would be noticeable in the truck mode, so that wouldn't have been great either. But just a little something to mention. Rotate this. Let's move the camera up. Alright, take this section, just split it, and then just rotate them to the side for his massive shoulder pads. Then what you're going to want to do is take this, split it just like this, so it was together, just split it, move the arms up, and then just kind of rotate it in and just kind of fold it down, kind of almost like a skirt type of thing. Gives him more of a samurai type of look. I'm not even 100% sure if you're supposed to do it just like that, but I kind of like that samurai type of look because he's kind of going for that. And then there you have him, his last piece of transformation. All you're going to want to do is take this front section and just move it down, and when you do that, it just pops up his head, a little automotive gimmick that is kind of neat and kind of works. So there you have him in his transformation car mode, or sorry, robot mode, obviously. So as you can see, here he is. Now this is where the figure starts losing points for me. Definitely disappointing considering the car mode was so good. This robot mode is it's just alright. You know, it's got some good features to it. It's got some good design points, but overall the actual look of this robot is very I wouldn't say it's very accurate to the movie. First of all, a lot of the joints that he has are very hard ratchet joints, which are good for like holding poses and stuff like that, but the only thing is it's just so annoying because like this is the notch and then this is the next notch. You can't like kind of get it in between there, and when you're going for just like a you know, natural stance with him, just, you know, with his arms down, it's kind of annoying because either you have his arms way out or they're just in too far and they're hitting this little piece right here. I kind of want to get him like, you know, just like in between that, but you really just can't do it. It's very annoying. Ratchet joints are joints that I think they do some good, but overall they're mostly just a pain. And then they're loud too, which is just annoying. The chrome in this mode is a little less it's more in the background almost, except for the chest. But like, you know, you got the chrome little bits right here in the back. Like you got all these the tubes and the hoses that were you know, very out there in the car mode become kind of in the background for this mode. So then he just has this one chrome plating just right in the middle of his chest, you know, which I really don't like because it looks odd to have one little chrome piece in the chest and then the rest to be a very dull gray. I wish that they really could have added a little bit more chrome in there. I know a lot of people don't like the first edition Prime because of his completely chromed out type of look in not only car mode but in robot mode. And I have to say, I like it. I've always liked chrome, and I just think it looks cool. And I think that this robot mode doesn't really share it very well, as well as it's got these odd proportions. First of all, it has these massive side pieces, which aren't accurate to the movie. They kind of look decent here and give him that kind of neat look, but if you don't want them here, you really can't like hide them anywhere because they're just massive plates. So you really don't have anywhere to put them if you didn't want them like this. And then when it comes to these shoulder pads that are just crazy big, these shoulder pads are ridiculous. I hate them. They should have just completely found a way to hide these things and just sculpt shoulder pads on like the other Optimus Prime, which I will do comparisons with him where they just had like regular shoulder pads, because these things are just ridiculous. He's got a big backpack too. I mean, with all these panels on him that are massive, then you switch back to the back of him, and he does have a big backpack too. It's not very like long, but it's just wide, and it's just there. I mean, you really can't hide it. I wish that you could lower this thing too, so it wasn't so much over his head. Overall, quite disappointing. I forgot to mention, in robot mode, there is a place to put his shield. You can just stick it just on the back of his, thing, like kind of like that. Overall, it doesn't work super well for me. I don't think. It just doesn't look that great. On his left arm, he does have a hole, which he can hold the shield with, or the shield gun thing. The shield gun, I wasn't sure how accurate this was going to be, considering he has this shield, and then the other Optimus Prime that I keep talking about has a different type of shield. But I have seen the trailers where he does have a shield that looks exactly like this, so I think that this is quite accurate. It's a little lacking on paint. It's just a dull gray with some red highlights. I wish that they would have done more silverish color, or just did a few more red highlights just to kind of make it pop a little bit. But I think the shield itself is really cool because it's got some nice guns on the top here and just kind of looks neat. Overall, that is pretty cool. Then he does come with this sword of Judgment or whatever. Same design sword as the one that comes with the other Optimus Prime, but it isn't exactly the same. It's actually a bit smaller. So that's kind of nice. They didn't reuse parts between the two, like leader class Optimus Primes. And here he is. You can get them all kind of, weaponized. He's just not that fun to pose either. I have trouble getting him in cool poses. I mean, you can pose him, but he just kind of looks a little awkward sometimes. I think it's just because the ratchet joints don't allow you to put things exactly where you want, so then it just doesn't look exactly how you're planning when the pose is done. Here he is with the Prime that I've been talking about this entire time. As you can see, there's a major difference in the figure. I have to say I like this Optimus Prime better. He's bigger, which I think is cool, because it's not like this one's smaller, but it's in scale with everybody, so that's neat, because it isn't. This Optimus Prime actually isn't in scale with the other Autobots, or at least most of the other Autobots, and I will show you that later. But so because of that, just go big with the Optimus Prime, and that's exactly what this one did. It's got a 6 shield with silver paint. That's what's nice. This one uses very dull grays, and when this doesn't use silver or chrome, it uses a very dark gray, which I think looks a lot cooler. I think it looks more movie-ish and just really nice. The face sculpts on these guys, I love this face sculpt. I love that he's not wearing the battle mask, because we get so many Optimus Primes with the battle mask. To have one that doesn't have the battle mask up is really cool, and I just think that this one overall looks a little better. The backpack is a little bigger, I'll give you that, but it's just not something that that really annoys me. And the chest is a little bit more proportionate. I like this little samurai type of piece right here is much more accurate than this one, which is just a teeny little thing. It's just so strange. And then he's got a ton of chrome on him, which I think looks really nice, because just having this small plate of chrome looks really odd, considering there's really not much other chrome other than kind of the hoses sticking up back there. But this one is just full of chrome, looking sweet, and just the accessories are better too, because I think that he has a cooler looking shield. I mean, I guess these are the same shield, but just this is like an expanded one or something. I'm not quite sure. We haven't seen the movie yet, but overall this one is a cooler figure in my mind, although it did get some hate because people didn't like the more simplistic transformation. This one has a simple transformation as well. So both of these guys, I really do like their transformations. I really do like their robot modes, or sorry, their car modes, but when it comes to robot mode, I don't love either of them, but I do like this one a lot better than this one. I think that this one really doesn't look great in robot mode, and unfortunately that's the mode that I think most people are going to display him in, obviously. If you're, you know, of the, if you're a little, if you do things a little different and you actually like your Transformers in car mode most of the time, then I'd say go with this one, because this one is a really nice scale. He fits with the other cars and everything, which is great. But if you're, you know, more normal and you display them with you in robot mode, then I would say go with this one, because he's just a cool look. Considering you really can only get one in stores, and then the other, I guess you just have to, you know, resort to eBay. I don't know what the prices are on him, but I think that he is a better figure in my opinion. All right, so now let's go on to some size comparisons with the with this Leader Class Optimus Prime. Alright, so here's Prime with the other Autobot team members. We've got Crosshairs, Drift, Bumblebee, Hound, and Optimus Prime. So as you can see, he isn't in scale. He is very tall, and seeing how much shorter he is than the first Optimus Prime, it is quite disappointing, because, you know, it would be one thing if he was shorter than that Optimus Prime, but he was in scale with these guys, because that would make sense and that would be forgivable. But considering that he's smaller than the other Optimus Prime, and then he's just not in scale with them, it just becomes rather useless and very disappointing. You know, Hound, I guess, would be the closest thing that he's in scale to, but Hound seems just too small for this. Because Optimus Prime should be bigger than them, but he shouldn't be insanely bigger, and he's like a giant to them like this. So I really don't like this. We do have a Voyager Optimus Prime, but it's an invasion mode one, so that doesn't really fit, because when he should be in his newer look with the other Autobots, and the evasion mode is really just for the humans, just for the, you know, I'm guessing for the opening sequence of the movie. So overall, I really hope that they do another Voyager Optimus Prime that is in this type of look, in his main look for the movie, but this one's not going to cut it if you're looking for a good size. Car mode, they look great together. Robot mode, they do not fit, and I would just say the evasion mode just looks a lot better with him, with all of these guys. I mean, even though he's not in the proper Prime look. But there you go. Overall size, a little disappointing, I have to say. So overall, this was a quite disappointing figure. The truck mode was really quite good. Transformation is very fun, very easy, and but not too easy. It's still good. And robot mode is where this guy fails, of course, like I've been saying. A couple good parts. The legs, you know, I really don't have any problem with the design of the legs, but the whole, the kind of rounded body I don't like. It's got some problems with proportions as far as the shoulder pads are massive. The side panels are massive and shouldn't be there. The little samurai type of skirt type of piece is way too small. And it still has like a big backpack as well. Just very disappointing things like that. I would not recommend this on retail. $45 is too much for this guy. I recommend just going with the Voyager evasion mode Optimus Prime, or if you can get the Amazon exclusive, I'd even recommend that one before this, or just waiting and hoping that they'll do a Voyager class regular Optimus Prime, which they might do, but we'll have to wait and see. So overall, this definitely quite disappointing figure, unfortunately, but there you go. Great car mode though. So that's my review of the Transformers Age of Extinction Optimus Prime Leader Class figure. Thanks so much for watching.